We're here. Sup? Hopefully the audio is working. I'm using a different streaming apparatus on my phone today. Ugh, it's freaking bright. So hopefully it's working well. So hi everybody, welcome to cooking stream number 3. I can't believe we're already on number 3. I can't believe we did 1, let alone 3 of these. But hey, we're here and it's happening. So hi. So as the title may suggest, and it's not really exactly a secret, we are making pizza. So that's really exciting. I have the dough already preparing right here. It's sitting there. So I did do a little bit of advanced prep because I wanted to make my own dough, but it takes a while to rise, so I already did all that. I'll go through the steps of like how I made that and stuff like that. It's not really super hard, but I figured I might as well do it in advance so that we don't sit here and waste like 20 minutes just waiting around for it, because it does take like half an hour to rise. So yeah. So anyway, welcome to the stream, everyone. I know it's kind of bright. It's kind of annoying. I don't know if I can like take these shutters down a little bit so it's not as like obscenely bright in my kitchen. It's like actually daytime outside, so it's like, oh, here we go, light. Alright. So, welcome back to the kitchen. I made my Doom t-shirt into a Doom tank top, so that's what I did this morning before I streamed. So I'm super productive this morning, as you guys can see. I also need my tea because I haven't eaten yet, so we need something to keep us going. So, oh, and we might as well go say hi to Bryn too while we're here, because we always have to. See, Bryn's like super excited about this, as you can see. Say hi, Bryn. Say hi, Bryn. Aww. Are you excited for the pizza stream, Bryn? Are you excited? You're like, I'm excited to try to eat it. But yeah. So anyway, let's get started. So that's a huge cup. Yeah, I know, right? It's like literally as big as my whole face, but more tea the better. So I'm all for it. All right. So for the dough, we'll start with this because every good pizza needs a good dough. I could have bought like pre-made dough or like tortillas or something, or whatever you want to call them. But I decided to make my own dough because why not? I'm a little chef. Get down. But anyway, so I made my own dough. Please no. So it's hard to see here, but it's risen pretty good. So it's a little mushy, but that's what it's supposed to be. But it rose pretty good. I did a decent job. I'll give you that. Because I never actually made my own dough before, not gonna lie. So it's my first time making dough too. So well, let's hope it works. And before backup frozen pizza, I know I've actually thought of that. I was like, should I buy like backup stuff just in case like this fails miserably, because it very well possibly could. But hey, we'll fail together. Bryn, can you not? Okay. Anyway, so for the dough, pretty easy steps. We used 2 cups of warm water, so not hot, just warm. Put it in the bowl. We had these packets of like, I want to say instant yeast or like quick yeast, so it doesn't take like literally all day for your like bread to rise. So I have this like pizza yeast. It's like specially made for like pizzas. I just use that. Put 1 in the water. You let it sit for 5 minutes until it like foams. You put a little bit of sugar too. I think it was a teaspoon of sugar. So teaspoon of sugar, 1 of these, into a bowl of water. You let it sit for 5 minutes. It'll like start foaming a little bit. Once it's, Bryn, relax. We're streaming. Okay. So anyway, so you let it sit for 5 minutes. It starts foaming, and then once it's done, then you'll add the flour, 2 cups of flour, and I added about a teaspoon of salt, and you mix it all together. You like knead it, which basically you kind of like smush it around, get it all like kind of doughy. So, and then you put it in a bowl, a lightly greased bowl, for about like half an hour to 45 minutes, whatever it takes, and then bam, you got freaking dough. So it's super easy. So as long as you get the stuff, you can do it. So super easy to make your own dough. I recommend it because you know what you're putting in it. You can use all kinds of different flours. You can use multigrain flour. Bryn, okay, you're gonna be annoying, so hang on 1 second. It's our anti-Bryn device. Hey Bryn, do you want the bone? Here you go. Just like, okay. There, that'll keep her busy for a couple minutes. But anyway, yeah, so making your own dough, like I said, you can use multigrain wheat, you can use like whole wheat, you can use whatever you want, so you can put whatever you want in your dough. Some people will put like a little bit of like Parmesan or like stuff like that infused with their dough, a little bit of olive oil, so you're free to do as you wish. So, hang on here. Wish the chat would stay up a little bit more, but that's okay. It like pops up and I can see it, but like it doesn't stay very long, so yeah. Am I gonna do some epic dough spinning? Oh, I doubt it. If we start epic dough spinning in my kitchen, we're not gonna have much dough in about 5 minutes because it'll all fall on the floor and it'll be unusable, and then we're all gonna be sad because no pizzas. But anyway, so that's your dough. Once your dough is ready, we want to set the lovely oven as usual. I'm gonna set it to 375 because that seems legit. Like a legit temperature to cook things at. For most of these pizzas, I'm not really following a recipe per se. I'm kind of just like winging it, but I'm also going to use like inspiration from recipes I've seen. So it's gonna be a little bit of both. Like, this isn't super specific. Most pizzas, I mean, it's pizzas. You can add whatever the hell you want to it. So if you want to adjust it, be my guest. But I'm just giving a general overview of how I make the pizzas that I make, I guess. So if that makes sense. Use finely ground flour instead of multi-purpose bread flour if you can. There you go. And in my case, I actually use pastry flour just because that's the only kind of flour I had. But any flour is usable. Obviously, there's probably different flours that will work better, but I use that because that's all I got. So, this guy, she's trying to dig and bury her bone into her kennel right now. She's really smart. Anyway, that's my dog. Okay, so we have our pan here. I have a pizza pan ready to go. I lightly greased it once again because we don't want to frickin' everything sticking to it. It's gonna suck. I'm gonna try to make, here, hang on, I'm gonna put it down here. I'm gonna try to make 3 pizzas, but I don't know if we're gonna have enough for 3 pizzas. We'll see. So first, I'm just going to take the dough out. I'm gonna try to make like 3 little like dough balls for like the pizza. I'm going to attempt to see if we have enough to make it. If not, we'll just, you know, whatever, wing it. Am I keeping her in the cage like some bird? No, that's just her kennel. It's her crate. It's like, it's kind of like her bed. Like, she doesn't go in, she goes in it whenever she feels like it. I never really put her in there unless I'm like disciplining her. Unless she's being a pain in the arse, she goes in there, but she just roams around at will. Alright. Oh, I need some flour here. If ever you find your dough is sticking to you too much, just use a little bit of flour. Tell me I'm not going to use a rolling pin. I don't think I have a rolling pin. I don't think I own one. I'm not sure. But, so I guess we're not going to use a rolling pin, so I don't know if I own one. To be completely honest, I'd have to check. La 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 la. Okay, so it's hard to see. There. You can kind of see the dough. I'm just putting a little bit of flour everywhere so it doesn't stick on me. But yeah, we got a nice little doughy ball here. What are you crying about? Relax. But, I don't know. Do I have a rolling pin? Let's find out. Nope, I don't think I actually own one. I probably should. Eventually I probably will, but as of right now I don't, for some reason. I haven't really baked a lot since I moved into the house, so I haven't really, like, noticed if I'm missing anything until it, like, I need it and I don't have it. I'm gonna put a flowery handprint on Bryn. Yeah, I know, right? I can just slap her with it, but no. It wouldn't show up on her fur. She's too light. But anyway, so we got our nice little dough here. I'm gonna try to divide it up into 3 different, like, balls by just, like, ripping it up. Oh boy, it's sticky. Ah, it's gooey. We need more flour. Okay, so I'm gonna take that. I'm not going to throw it up in the air like a pizza master, because I'm not a pizza master. Instead of salt and tilting turtle, I don't get that salty. Just a little bit sometimes. I do get a little bit salty sometimes, but not like super like rage inducing, like I'll never play again salty. Not yet anyway. But alright. So this is a really shitty like flat thing I'm making, but I think I can make 3. They're just gonna be really small. If basketball players make good pizza, that's a very good question. They probably could throw the dough pretty well. Okay, I'm gonna get my pizza pan here. Somehow, even though I'm full of like flour now. If I get flour all over me and my face and my hair and anything, don't be like concerned, because yeah. I'm a mess. I'm always a mess. I don't want to get my instructions all dirty. Alright, so I'm gonna... Here we go. Alright, here we go. Time to make a flat thing. Turtle, my hands are dirty. No, they're not. They're just full of flour. It's great. La, 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 la. Mind you, like I said, I've never really made my own dough, so I'm not really sure how to do this properly, but, you know, I'm just kind of, like, winging it, like, making a circle of sorts. That one's kind of small. I kind of wish I had a little bit of a rolling pin. It might help a little bit. I need to use a spoon. I'm gonna use a spoon to like try to like flatten her out a little bit here. Because I'm a nub. Alright. Sorry, I know you can't see like everything that's going on right now, but all that's going on is a giant mess. Be edgy, make a square pizza. Alright. 1. Suppose we can cook like 2 at a time, I guess. La, 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 la. Like I said, guys, I am not a professional pizza maker, so if I piss you off, I'm sorry. It's what you're getting, okay? What you're getting. Feel free to one-up me and make your own pizza making stream, and then you can diss me. All you freaking want. Alright, so we'll put that over there. Like I said, these guys aren't very big. I probably should have made more dough, but I didn't want to make like too much, right? Because then we would never be able to use it all. I know you could freeze the dough, but I probably like forget about it in the freezer and never use it, which is really something I would do. Just leave the pineapple at the door. I don't have any pineapple, we're fine. I thought about it just to, like, be a troll, but, like, I was like, I like my viewers. I won't do this to them. Witcher Foods only recipes? Didn't they make a thing, like a featurette where, like, I don't know, what was it, CDPR, they were making, like, Witcher-related foods? Like, and it was legit. They look really cool. Like, I would love to, like, make some of those, but I don't know if I'm that good. But, yeah. Do I live at home? I live in my home. Does that count? But, yeah, that was really, really cool. I really thought that was really neat. Like, how they could make, like, Witcher-inspired foods. Like I said, I just don't know if I could make that, because I don't know if I'm good enough to make something like that, but we'll find out. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. Just give me a second, I'm just going to clean my hands. I can't do anything if my hands are dirty. Right, Fred? What the hell is a fly in here? Oh, you motherfucker. Somehow a fly got in here. I don't know how, but ugh, gross. Probably because I was working yesterday outside. All right, that's our oven. Sweet. Cool. Okay. I kind of want to take off this. It's kind of warm. All right. All right. So we're gonna take our dough and we're gonna put it off to the side for now, just because I don't want it to get in the way, and I'm going to need another cutting space. So we're going to move this over, and we're going to move our dough as well. And then we'll get cutting up some stuff. So for the first pizza, I decided to make a kind of margarita pizza, but strip cooking confirmed. Jeez, come on, guys. Jeez. Yeah, so I'm making a margarita pizza, but a little bit different, because I don't necessarily have everything that would need to be used for margarita pizza, but I have almost everything. So we'll try that. So we'll take our Zaz. See, look. See, mini pizzas. They're great. Looks good, right? I know they're small, but I'm sure they'll be good. So what I did before we started the stream for the margarita pizzas is I decided to make like a marinade, I guess, for the pizza. So what I did, and you guys can see here, I have tomatoes. So I cut up a tomato and I put it in some olive oil, a little bit of salt, and some garlic. So I did that, and I'm letting it sit, and we're going to put that on the pizza, as well as, we're going to use a little bit of marinade to put on the dough as well. And it sounded pretty legit, so I'm going to do that. So right now I'm going to go get some basil, because for margarita pizzas you need basil. I also need hang on, sorry, I need scissors. I forgot scissors, because we got to cut. But yeah, we're gonna go get some basil, because we need some fresh basil on that shit. Because that's how you make a good margarita pizza. This is my plant collection, guys. Hang on. It's expanded a little bit. I got a bunch of seedlings back there, because I'm basically preparing for my summer garden. So I made a bunch of like seedlings back there behind the trees. So there's a bunch of shit back there growing, all kinds of stuff. And yes, I do grow my own basil, so I had to regrow it actually, because I killed it by accident, and now I got to regrow it, but it's still around, so it's good. I grow most of my own herbs, so works out. So we got some lovely basil. We don't need a lot because it's not a very big pizza. Otherwise, I'd be like putting like all kinds of stuff on there, but it's okay. So I'm gonna take our za. We might need to cut up that tomato away. So I don't know what order I want to do this in. Okay, so we got our pizzas here. We're gonna put the marinade on the dough before we do anything else. So let's grab a spoon. Ugh. Okay, so we have our little marinade right here. Kind of like move it around a little bit. So we're gonna use this one right here as our pizza. So we're just gonna take our little marinade here. We're just gonna like put it on the dough and just kind of like spread it around a little bit. Normally you would brush it with like a brush, but I don't own a brush. I don't own a rolling pin. I don't own anything. So we're using a spoon. So we're gonna just slather on that. You don't need too much, just a little bit. Put that there. Looks great. Looks cool. All right. So we'll do that, and then we're gonna cut up a tomato and we're gonna put it on the za, because I put way too much tomato in there, of course. Usually you put like whole slices of like margarita, like for margarita pizza you usually put like whole slices of tomato, but our pizza is a little bit smaller, so we're gonna have to use half slices. I don't want to do this on this. Where's my other cutting board? There it is. Small cutting board, we're gonna do that on there. Sorry guys, if I don't catch your comments right away, I'm sorry. They kind of really go away really fast on the sides there, so if I'm not like immediately paying attention, you might just have to be like, yo, turtle, listen to me, because I might not see it. Just chop that up. They're pretty soft after being in the marinade for a while, so they're not going to be too hard to put. So we'll just scoop those up there and put them on there. Thick tomato. To give instructions in French so I sound legit. If I tried to make this a bilingual stream, like, it would take forever. I mean, I could, but it would just be kind of, like, redundant. I'd be talking twice, basically, all day. So there. We're going to cut up some Parmesan. Some mozzarella, because you want some good mozzarella on your pizza. None of that, for margarita pizzas, I don't use, like the shredded stuff. Like, I go straight for, like, the matzo ball, like, the good stuff. What pizza am I making? I am making a margarita pizza. Currently. We're making other pizzas too, but that's the current pizza. There we go. Now we need to like... Where's a layer of sauce? Hey, that's true. I gotta put it in the sauce. I gotta put my tomato sauce. The only thing I didn't make myself was the tomato sauce, and I'm a little disappointed in myself for doing so. But you're right. I need to put my tomato sauce. What was I thinking? I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So we'll move around the tomatoes and we'll put the tomato sauce because, you know, we know how to make things properly. I mean, luckily we only put on the tomatoes, so we only need to just move the tomatoes over and put them on, but... La la la. Oops. Meter. Oh, this one's stuck in the dough. That's good. Alright, here we go. Try talking with a Boston mob accent? I don't think I can. My accents, they're uncontrollable. They just come at will. Sorry guys, I know it's gonna trigger you that I'm not making my own tomato sauce right now, but I didn't have time. I'm sorry. I didn't have enough tomatoes or tomato paste or anything like that, so we'll have to settle a little bit. I made my own dough, okay? That's like halfway there. And to be fair, that bottle sauce is actually pretty good. I will say. I've tried a lot of bottle sauces in my time, and that one's actually not bad. Okay, so we'll put these tomatoes back on. Okay, now we're cooking with grease. Now we're actually making a pizza. All right, so we're gonna cut up our matzo ball. There's like flour all over my pants now. Great. So matzo doesn't really cut like... Yeah, see, that's the thing, right? Like, I could have made my own tomato sauce, but that's the thing. Like, I just didn't have time this week. Like, I worked all week and stuff like that, and I didn't get a chance. And I didn't get a chance to go, like, get much stuff at the grocery store, so we did the best we could. So mozzarella is not really cut like normal blocks of cheese, I guess. Like, it cuts very, like, as you can see, like, very chunky and weird. So you kind of have to just cut it in cubes as best as you can. It's fucking delicious, though. Real matzo is a shit. Once you go to real matzo, you're never going to go back. That shredded shit just does not compare. Mozzarella tends to be a little bit more like fresh mozza tends to be a little bit more like creamy, I guess, too. Like, this stuff's a little bit harder because, I mean, it's supposed to be, sold in grocery stores, but it's more like creamy, if that makes sense. But sorry, I can't make my own mozzarella either. I'm not that good. Let me get my cows and my goats in order, and then I can make my own cheese. So I'm just cutting up cubes of mozzarella, as you can see. Nothing really super interesting here. We're just cutting up my cheese. Cutting the cheese. Haha. Joke there. Fart joke. Anyway. Yeah, you have to use mozzarella like right away. You can't just like let it sit around because it'll get like all like hard and gross and not great. Because it does have to stay kind of like creamy. But okay, yeah. So we got our loads of mozza now. So we're just gonna put a couple of dollops on the thing. We don't want to put too much because they do kind of like stretch out. So we're just gonna take a couple choice pieces here and put them on the pizza. Put it on the pizza. So as you can see, I loaded it up because I like mozza. And now we're gonna put our basil. I don't know how we can do this. Here, that's fine. So we're just gonna cut up our little basil leaves, and we're gonna just plop them on there. Sometimes, if you don't have fresh basil, you can also use dried basil. It's not as good, but it is a good substitute. Like I have dried basil as well. It's a good substitute if you don't have fresh basil on you, because not everybody, has time or whatever patience to grow basil. Basil's really kind of finicky for a plant. Like, it's not hard to grow, but it's really easy to kill, if that makes sense. They don't like cold at all. They don't, you gotta keep trimming them or else they freaking get really kind of hard and stocky. Like, you basically kind of like take care of them. Do I have dry or fresh oregano? I have fresh oregano as well as dried, so I have both. So we're gonna put that aside for now since we don't need it anymore. So, yeah. But there you go. I really like basil, so I don't fear at putting a lot of it. So you don't need to put as much as I did, but they are really small leaves, so it's not too bad. I really like basil, like I said, so I put a lot. But that's just me. So that's our little margarita pizza for now. So. So, if you don't like as much basil, feel free to take some off. Like, that's all your preference. Like I said, I just really like basil. It's good. Alright, so we're going to try to do our second pizza, which is going to be a veggie pizza. Don't worry, we'll be going to the meat. We'll get there. I promise. We have meat. It's just that. I was also going to do a barbecue chicken pizza, which would have been really, really good. But I didn't have any chicken made But I can give you guys a barbecue chicken recipe pizza that I use. But like I said, I just didn't have any cooked chicken on me, so, and it would have taken a long time to cook cook chicken for this. So, like I said, I'll do a veg pizza, and then the third one is there's going to be meat on it. I promise. I promise. But I want to do a veg one because I like veg pizza. But the first one's not really veg. It's more just like basic pizza, if that makes sense. But I promise there's going to be a meat one. Relax. I'm not a vegetarian. We're good. The thing is, too, is I have to wait to make the third pizza because I'll have to cook those two first. Actually, you know what? I could probably fit 3 pizzas on there. Let's try. They're going to kind of like fuse into each other, but who cares? We'll just have 3 really big pizzas. Sorry, I'm just making the third dough now. Okay, cheese, you're gonna have to get out of the way for a second. Yeah, see, guys, you have veggies on your pizza, so it's okay. It's all healthy all the time. I'm not a vegetarian, so don't worry about that. It's not that I don't like meat. I eat meat. It's that, you know, I like to control my meat consumption, if that makes sense. That doesn't make sense. But I don't know. I mean, it's not necessarily just the meat in general. Like I try to control what I eat quite a bit. Like not because like I'm on a diet or anything. I just try to stay as healthy as possible. So I try to make sure, you know, what I'm eating is good. And I do a lot of vegetarian dishes because I do like to eat veggies and I do like to eat all kinds of stuff, right? So it has nothing to do with, you know, anything rather than just trying to eat healthy. Trying to, anyway. It's hard. Like I said, I cheat a lot. It's okay. But, exactly. Try to be more clean. Exactly. You know, just that little extra effort. And you might think, like, oh, you don't need to eat well or blah, blah, blah. It's fine. But, like, you might as well set those habits while you're still young, because then while you're older, it's going to be harder, right? So why not set them now, guys? Why not? Exactly. You gotta just, it's all in moderation, guys. Like, I also eat bad. Like, watch. Hang on. Like, just as, like, a proof that I eat crap stuff, too, I have these jalapeno cheddar burgers that I'm about to eat, like, maybe tomorrow, too. They're not exactly the healthiest thing ever, but they're freaking delicious. So don't worry about me not eating bad stuff. But yeah, exactly. So everything in moderation, guys. I like to use the rule. Like a lot of people like to use this it's called the like 80-20. I usually use the 70-30 rule, where it's like 70% of the time you try to eat like relatively well, and then the 30% of the time then you can treat yourself, right? So you don't have to necessarily count calories or, you know, restrict yourself to just this, but if you try to balance everything, then typically it works out all right, you know? So moderation is key, and that's kind of like the strategy I've been using. So I mean, well, you know, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But for me, it works, and I like it. So anyway, so pizza number 2, we're gonna make a veg pizza because I want to trigger you guys a little bit more with the lack of meat on my pizza. But yeah, so we'll put our triggering pizza sauce on there first. Let's flatten this out a little bit more. So yeah, I did manage to fit all 3 pitas on there. Crusts or whatever you want to call them. I'm really excited to see how this dough is going to turn out because I've never made dough. We're doing an 80-20 in my house. I suffer AF. It works for some people, it doesn't work for certain people, so. Ketchup. It's not ketchup, I promise. It's actually pizza sauce. I have ketchup, it's not ketchup. But yeah, so pizza sauce. Pizza sauce is on. So for the veg, we're gonna put. Okay, for the veg, keep in mind for a pizza. So for the veg, keep in mind you can put whatever you want on there. I'm gonna be putting cheese, bell peppers, cut up zucchini, onion, and mushroom and olives. Because not black olives, I'm using green olives because I prefer green olives over black olives. Why? I don't know. Just because. But we're gonna do that. So that's what we're gonna go with on our za. Sometimes you can put like hot peppers, banana peppers, jalapenos, whatever the hell you want to put, broccoli, corn. I know some people put corn and broccoli on pizza. I don't want it on mine, but sure, if that's what you want, then go ahead. But our za, yeah, that's what we that's the shorthand for pizza. But banana peppers, they're like hot pepper rings. That makes sense. But yeah, anyway, there's all kinds of stuff you can put on there, but I'm gonna put what I just said because I find that's the best mesh for a pizza. But who knows? I could be wrong. And another thing a lot of people will put too is spinach. I'm not sure if I want to put spinach on mine or not, but we'll see when I get there. They're semi-hot. Banana peppers are like not too hot. They're like a little bit less than a jalapeno, but like they still have some kick. Here, I'll show you. So like banana peppers, hot pepper rings. Like, does that make sense? That? I don't know if anybody's ever seen these, but that's what they are. But yeah. So okay, well we're gonna get there. Where am I gonna put you guys now? We'll put a little Parmesan on it too. How about here somewhere? You guys are really tough to try to like place. Because I want to make sure you guys can see, but at the same time, I also need you guys not in the way, so. God, guys, you're so inconvenient to cook with. But alright, so we'll cut up some stuff. We'll start with some zucchini. Why not? So I got a little baby zucchini here, just a little one. We're gonna cut it up. It looks like that. Pretty cool. Little baby zucchini. I grow usually zucchini in the summertime, but they're like big ass zucchinis, and then you like shred them all up, and then you can like make some fun stuff with it, like zucchini bread or like zucchini patties or like all kinds of really great stuff. So it's nice. But you know, here frying up a habanero. Like I have hang on. I have dried up chili peppers that I could use, but I'd rather not die. Those ones I did grow, and I just kind of like dried them and then kept them for the winter kind of deal, so they're just like on my windowsill to keep dry. I don't think we need a lot of this, so we'll just get a couple slices. So a couple slices of zucchini. I'm gonna put this over here. Over here. So we got our zucchini. Tomato I won't do just because we have tomato sauce. Zucchini, zucchini is good, man. Zucchini is really good. Don't diss it. We're gonna do red onion. This is a really large red onion. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of it. Jesus' phone. Is the phone having a problem? Is it problematic? I don't think it's really... Is it something really loud? Because I haven't really touched it. I know there's noise going on in the background, but... Okay. I just want to make sure. I was like... People seem to be freaking out because of the phone. It's hard for me to tell, right? Because I don't obviously have the stream right in front of me. I have it on the other computer over there, but I'm not actively watching it. Didn't see your cheer? Well, thank you for the cheer. I'm sorry I didn't see it. I don't know if the alerts come up on my phone. I don't think I said some. I don't know if I set them up properly. But thank you for the cheer. If you provided one, I appreciate it. I always appreciate you guys' support. Whether it's the follows, the subs, the cheers, just hanging out in general. Like, you know, I always appreciate you guys. That goes without saying. So, if I missed something, I apologize, but I appreciate it as much as I appreciate zucchini on my pizza. Okay, so we got our red onion. I'm going to try to chop it up here to the best of my abilities without cutting myself. The damn thing is really slippery for some reason. I'm going to put half of it away because we don't really need all of it. This is a lot of onion. Why is there no Gwent drops? Because this ain't Gwent. Because we ain't in the Gwent topic or Gwent stream thing. But good luck trying to get them even if we did have drops on. Like, it's like a 5% chance of getting a drop, so even if you did have them on, good luck with that. You'd have to watch a lot of Twitch. Remember when everybody cared about drops? That was a good time. Good times. Those were the days. Well, I think it's like, what, 0.5% or something? Or 5%? Or I don't know what it is. It's something stupidly, ludicrously low like that. Exactly. He's got it. I think Shady Landshark agrees with that command just because he made it. I think he's a little biased. So I'm just chopping up this red onion, as you guys can see. Sorry, I know it's not very entertaining, but it needs to be done. And I don't chop very fast because I like my fingers where they are, and my knives are really dull. Dull knives will kill you. Make sure to sharpen your knives. Dull knives are the devil. But unfortunately, I don't have a whetstone, so I cannot sharpen them. I'm going to grab a bell pepper out of this big bag here. Let's go for a red one. Maybe. Ugh. I'll get it out at some point, I promise. With the bottom of mugs? You can really do that? What? Why don't I know this already? Why don't I know this? Like, I'm assuming, like, you know, like ceramic mugs or whatever. It's changing my life right now. Alright, so we're cutting up some red bell pepper. I'm also kind of just taking my time because then I get to talk to you guys for a little bit, so I have a secret agenda. I just want to hang out with my friends. What is it, Bren? Are you mad because you're not eating the pizza? Do you guys also like my title? Do you guys know what in reference that is to? By the way? 10 brownie points if you know where that reference is from. Don't worry, I'm super careful when I cut, so I promise I will not cut myself. I promise. TMNT, of course. Oh, you guys all know. Okay. Well, I thought I was the nerdy one in the room. No, I'm kidding. But I was hoping you guys would get that, so I'm proud of you for knowing about the best things in life. Congratulations. All right. Bell pepper and What are we looking for? Onion, mushroom, olive. Mushroom we have somewhere. Ah, I hear a cheer. It's not much, but enough to buy a pepperoni. maybe one slice of pepperoni. There's actually pepperoni in this, so I'm getting there. Like I said, we're getting to the meat pizza. Relax. But thank you very much for the cheer. I appreciate it. So we got our mush here. It's like just pre-cut mush. I just like to go for these because you get two kinds of mushrooms in one, so you can kind of like get like a twofer instead of paying for two separate kinds of mushrooms, because mushrooms are freaking expensive. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. For some reason, mushrooms are freaking expensive. Who the fuck knew? So I'm just gonna like kind of tear them up here. I could cut them up like a civilized human, but poor connection. Oh no. Twitch, please. I'm a 90s kid, guys, so I mean, anything in the 90s, like, it's my jam. Paying for fungi, what a world. I know, right? Paying expensive, friggin' all your hard-earned dollars for friggin' fungus. How nice. The fungus is trying to escape. That fungus flew really far. I'm glad that somebody else calls it fungus, because I like to call it fungus and not mushrooms. But I try to call it mushrooms just so it doesn't sound as terrible. Thank you for understanding. Okay, so that, and then the olives. So we got all of our lovely cut up veggies here. It looks like a nice little spread here. Looks pretty sweet. So we're gonna grab our pizza, and we're gonna dress them. Fungus among us. Fungus humongous. Alright, so we got that here. We got our pizza sauce. We're gonna put in our stuff. I might have to cut the zucchini just a little bit here. One-handed. Guys, we're cutting one-handed. Look at this. Freaking skills. Alright, there. Did it. So we're gonna put a couple of slices of zucchini on there. Hey, Bryn, what are you doing? Wanna go outside? You go outside, Bryn? Here, give me one moment, guys. I'm just gonna put Bryn outside. Hey, Bryn, sit. Good girl. All right, go ahead. Go. Epic Skyrim level up sound. We're enhancing our cooking skill. Trying to take up like slices here. I like a lot of onion too, so if you don't like a lot of onion, don't put a lot of onion. But you know, I like onions. Onions are good. Bryn's a good girl. She's a good doggo. So we're gonna put on some mush now. It's hard to see, but we're putting on the mushroom. Get a like real close up of like the pizza, just like. It's a little obnoxious, but mushroom. Put on a couple of blocks of cheese, and then we're gonna put on the olives as well. And then olives. I might need two hands to open these olives. Hang on here. Oh yeah, I opened it. So I don't know if this is an everywhere in the world thing, but when it comes to opening freaking jars, I don't want to like be that stereotype like woman who can't open jars, but I freaking can never open jars. Like I can't. Like for some reason, like in Canada or wherever, like our jars are just unopenable. Like they're so vacuum sealed closed that I can never open the damn freaking olives. I can never do it. But luckily today we got the strength. We opened it. Green olives, yeah. So normally you would put black olives on a pizza. That's normal. I like green olives better. That's just personal preference. You are perfectly capable and absolutely allowed to put black olives on your pizza. I would recommend it because it's probably actually better. But I like green olives, so we're putting green olives on the pizza. So riot over it. Go ahead. But that's just how I'm at za, guys. I'm sorry. There we go. Pop the damn seal. I know, like, usually I try to, like, I use all the tricks and whatnot, but, like, a lot of the times, like, I just can't. Like, even with all the tricks of trying to open it, I, like, usually have to, like, put a hole in the top and then open it, because I'm just that much of a freaking wimp. But, feels bad. Feels really bad. But it is what it is. So for this one, instead of putting the fresh basil, because I don't have a lot of it left, I'm just going to put a little bit of dry basil. Not a lot. Rip your guys' ears. It's alright. But, yeah, so I'm going to put a little bit of dry basil on it. Just a tad. And I would put some spinach on there, but there's not a lot of room, so we'll leave it without the spinach. Turtle skips arm day too much. It's not my fault. I used to have arm days every day, but now I don't go to the gym anymore, so I'm a weak little friggin' person. This is what happens when you start streaming. Oh, I didn't put the bell peppers on there either. That was close. We almost missed it. That was close. Whew. We almost made a giant mistake. Alright, so we got lots of veg. It looks nice. You guys over here. That's a sexy looking veg pizza, guys. I know it doesn't look sexy because probably lighting, but it's a nice pizza, okay? So now we're gonna make you look strong. Ugh. No, I used to play sports. I used to be strong. Not anymore. So maybe one day if I start doing stuff again. But not this day. So now we're going to try to make our last pizza. And out of fear of you guys rioting, I'm going to put some meat on it. Because I like meat too. Don't take that out of context. What kind of sports? When I was in high school, I used to play basically every sport that existed at my school. Mostly because... Oh, hang on. Bryn wants to come in. She's like, hello? Hello, Bryn? Come on in. Oh, you don't want in. You just want me to go out with you. There we go. Alright. Anyway. Back to what we were doing. Now that Bryn's inside. Okay, yeah, so what I was saying, yeah, I've played, like, almost every sport that existed at my school, mostly just because, like, I had a smaller school, so, like, there wasn't that many, get down, you, stop eating the dough, so, yeah, I used to go to a smaller school, so there wasn't that many people to, like, play each sport, like, a lot of people had to play, like, 2-3 sports to, like, try to, like, have enough teams of everything, if that made it, like, if that makes sense. So, like, I played a couple years of soccer, I played hockey, played football, played rugby. Hey, get down, that's my pizza. I didn't play basketball or volleyball. I didn't play those. Played handball. I did all kinds of stuff, like, just everything. So, I got a little taste of a lot of sports. Rugby would probably be my, like, main sport. Soccer is... European football, sorry. There's American football and soccer, I guess. European football. Sorry, I keep forgetting to specify. But handball's a little weird. You might have to Google that one. But basically it's like a little bit like European football, a little bit like soccer, except you throw the ball around instead of like kicking it. It's weird. It's like a mix between basketball and soccer if you want to like try to like make sense of it. Because there's like nets and stuff and a goalie and you got to try to score on the net. However, you pass the ball around and dribble it kind of like basketball. So it's like a little bit of both, I guess. But I would say my main sports are probably like rugby and like hockey, I guess, because I played 4 years of each. So that's mostly what I did. Hit people in the head or something. Erg, meathead, erg. Okay. Anyway, back to pizzas. Get triggered. More pizza sauce. Guys, I'm actually really excited to eat these. They look really good. I'm really hungry. Bryn, I don't need your help here. I really don't. Please get down. Bryn's like, I want to participate. Alright, so we put the pizza sauce on there. Now we're going to put meat. So, I have played hockey for 6 years. Shit, dude. That's a lot. I only played for 4, so I didn't play very long. Because I only played in high school and that was it. Get down! Friggin' Bryn. I give you a bone. Go find it. Alright, how can I do this? Alright, we can kind of see here, I guess, right? There. There's pizza sauce all over the floor. This is me cooking in a nutshell, guys. I got my foot. Bryn, why are you looking up the pizza sauce? This is like your one true calling. She's looking at me like, I'm not helping you. Fuck you, you dropped it. Anyway, so I got this antipasto combo. So normally you use it on like those like antipasto boards where like you have like olives and all kinds of fun stuff on there, like meats and breads and cheeses and blah blah blah. However, I like to put it on the pizza. So here in this specific one we have Genoa salami, prosciutto, and coppa di palma. Whatever that is. We have that. So we're gonna do it. On normal meat pizzas you have like the usual like pepperoni, like hamburg, like sausage, all that stuff on it. However, I tend to put this kind of meat on it because I find with the hamburger, the salami and stuff like that, it gets very oily, it gets very like heavy, if that makes sense. Like it's a very heavy, oily, greasy pizza. Whereas I find with this stuff, it doesn't get greasy or anything, so it feels a little bit healthier. So it feels a little bit better on you. So it's less guilting, if that makes sense. But so that's what we're gonna do. If my Italian's on point, thank you. I'm actually half Italian. No, I'm kidding, I'm not. But I could definitely pretend to try to be Italian. Alright, so we got, you're hungry AF. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I'm also really hungry AF, so. That's why I gotta keep chugging down on this, this tea. So we're gonna start by putting on some of this lovely, lovely meat. So I got some, I know it doesn't tear very well. Prosciutto doesn't really tear. I'm gonna use the kitchen scissors, I think. And just chop it up in little like bits and like throw it on there. Prosciutto is so good, I love it. The Italians know how to make freaking good, like, meats, man. To anybody who's Italian, F yeah. It's very possible that the Italians didn't invent pizza, but they definitely mastered it. It's like hockey. It wasn't actually invented in Canada, but we darn well mastered it. So we got some salami. I'm just cutting it up because it's easier than me tearing it. Usually I'll just tear it, but I'm a little lazy today. Put a little bit of that, and then we'll put a little bit of Coppa di Parma. Oui, oui. No, that's French, but it sounded Italian-esque. Y'all know of Tyler Lewis streaming over my mist. I usually stream at different times, so I try to get the alert to go off, or I try to let you guys know, but no, I tried. Yeah, my stream's schedule is very unfixed. Mostly because, hang on, eating food. I work shift work at work, so, which means my shifts change all the time. So I try to stream as much as I can and at the same times or consistently. I'll try to pick the same days, so you'll know I'll be streaming like on said days. However, I don't always get to stream at the same time because if I work or blah blah blah. So it does vary a little bit. So for that, I do apologize, but there's not really much I can do because I gotta pay the bills. So, but I do try to, like I said, I do try to stick to the same days. I do try to stick to either like Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and either Saturday or Sunday, one of the two, depending on what we're doing. In this case, it was a little bit of an exception. I didn't stream yesterday because I knew I was going to do the cooking stream today and I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. So that's why I kind of moved it a little bit. But most of the time, it's pretty set. It's just because my days off were like kind of all 3 in a row. So I tried to do the best that I can. But like I said, yeah, my streaming is a little bit inconsistent, but if you follow the Discord channel, that's usually where I let you guys know when I'm streaming, so that's the best way to kind of know. So, Turtle needs the skills to pay the bills, exactly, so, that's why it's not exactly as fun and as regular as most streamers have it, but not much you can do. I need to pay this bill so this thing can eat, this little thing right here, but, yeah. So now that we put all the lovely prosciutto / other meats on there, we're going to put a little bit of fromage, some cheese. Omelette du fromage. So some cheese. Blocks of cheese. I'm going to put a little bit of that basil. I'm going to put some dry basil because I don't want any more fresh basil. It sucks, but it's still pretty good. There. And what else do we want to put on there? Ooh. We'll put a little bit of Parmesan on there. So this is Parmigiano Reggiano. So it's like the real shit. Like it's not like Kraft Parmesan cheese, it's like legit Parmesan cheese. Freaking delish. This is another one of those things where once you eat it, you won't go back. And we'll put a little bit of onion on there too because I like onions. I don't usually put onions on this kind of pizza, but while we have them, we might as well put them on, right? Yeah, sorry guys. I know I'm not like all the other professional streamers out there who have a set schedule and who got their life together, but I don't. Alright, cool. So, looks pretty darn good. We got all our 3 pizzas. Hang on 1 second here. Try to set you guys up here. So we got all our 3 lovely, wonderful pizzas. So we got our oven preheated. It's been like an hour now. Hey! You little freaking thief. So we're gonna put it into the oven. We're gonna put our pizzas in the oven. So I'm gonna put you guys down there for a second. So stay. Gotta find my oven mitt. Where's my oven mitts? What the? Oh, they're there. So in the oven we go. Okay, Brandon, you gotta sit. Sit. Stay. I just gotta make sure I know where Brandon is because I don't want her sticking her nose in the oven. Good girl, Brandon. Here, for your troubles, Brandon, I'll give you a treat. You did good. You did good. All right, and that is going to sit in the oven for not even 10 minutes, maybe like 5-10 minutes. Pizzas are super, super quick to like cook, so maybe 15, depends on how quick that dough cooks, but it won't take long. They're pretty small, so I can't imagine it'll take long. Can I get a treat as well? So we're just gonna put this aside for now so that Bryn doesn't eat it, but we'll clean it up after. We'll clean it up after. But yeah, so that's our pizzas, and we're just gonna have to wait, like I said, 10 minutes or so. Get another torture stream. I mean, I'd send you guys pizzas, but by the time I got there, it probably wouldn't be very good. In the meantime, we go have a seat in the living room where the music is. I got the props to the Fallout 4 radio music because that's what's playing today in the background, as is tradition. So that's what is going on in the background is the soundtrack. But yeah, if there's any questions you guys want to ask, this would be the time. I can actually see the chat now in front of me. So if you guys have any really pertaining questions or really fun stuff you want to ask or do, if you guys have any suggestions for any future streams, so feel free to let me know. I'll try to do as many as I can, but again, phone is a bit too close to speakers. Yeah, it's like on the speaker. We'll turn these down. We'll turn it down a little bit. There we go. But yeah, so a cobbler wouldn't be too bad. I don't think that's too hard to make as far as I'm concerned, but that would be possibly doable. Again, it also depends on what I got, what I can muster out. Now that it's like springtime and stuff like that, like I can work with a little bit more stuff. Stuff is gonna start to come a little bit more in season, so that will be a little bit better. But last time I was thinking of blogging. Oh, freak, hang on, Bryn, what are you doing? She's trying to get food. Hey, that's not yours. That's not yours at all. Stop it. Stop trying to eat my food. I don't think she can get to anything else. We'll find out in a minute. Sorry about that, guys. Freaking Bryn. Anyway, I was thinking of vlogging last time. I still want to do vlogging. I've been trying to save up for like an actual like vlogging camera. Like my phone's okay, but the quality is not exactly very great. So I want to try to save up for an actual vlogging camera. So I'm working on that in the meantime. But I might need a little bit help like at first with the vlogging stuff because I still gotta like figure out like what kind of like editing I want to do or what kind of like format I want to use. So I'm still kind of working on the logistics of that. I've also had a couple other like kind of like side projects that I've been doing on the side. I got this like giant like canvas downstairs that I want to do a painting on. I've been working on what else have I been working on? My garden and stuff like that. Garden's going on, as you saw. Been working on trying to get that set up. So I've been kind of doing a lot of stuff on the side. So I haven't really gotten a chance to really like focus on the vlogging. For God's sakes, man. She is super persistent. Hey. Can you not? Can you not, please? Leave it alone. But, sorry. I swear I'm not trying to ignore you guys. It's just Bryn's being a pain in the arsehole. Stop it. Leave it. Obviously not dog training. She's usually pretty good, but she likes to try to sneak in stuff when she can. So, Bryn's partially trained. She's still a puppy. So, she does what she wants. But, sorry. The Logitech webcam is very good. I have that webcam actually right now as like my actual webcam on my computer. So that one's working not too bad. It's just that you can't take it with you, right? Like I can't vlog with a webcam like in public, if that makes sense. So I need an actual camera for that kind of stuff. So that's why I was kind of looking at one. But we'll see what happens, I guess. Painting. Yeah, no, I used to do a lot more art when I was younger. I kind of fell out of it, so I'm kind of really out of practice now. I wouldn't consider myself good by any means. Like, I'm average at best, but I want to try to get into it again, and I really have a really neat idea for that canvas, so I really want to try to get it done at some point. But we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I don't really have a lot of time, so it'll be all dependent on whether or not I have time, which right now I probably don't, but eventually in the future, once my garden stuff is out of the way, once like summer kind of starts, like I'll probably be able to get to it. But we're a little bit busy for now. But yeah, starting to draw more again. Yeah, it's super fun to try to get into like either drawing or painting or something like that. It's good to have like a hobby kind of like that where like you can kind of just unwind and do it and have like an extra project or two. But it does take a lot of time. And in my case, like I have not enough time to do all these things, right? Like between streaming and, you know, working and trying to take care of that thing, who's clearly trained, it takes up a lot of my time. So I'm trying to get a little bit more organized, but you know me, super organizational queen here. So sorry, I'm trying to find the like least amount of disruptive light place, but it's kind of hard because that window is like fucking shit up. Window's fucking shit up. It's wrecking. Is gardening expensive or just time consuming? It's not too expensive. I mean, the startup to a garden is a little bit like, I wouldn't say expensive, but like, you know, you have to get all the seeds. You have to like, sometimes depending on like, if you want to like get a bigger garden, you'll need to either rent or have a tiller that can and like I would recommend, if it's a small garden you don't need a tiller, you're fine, but if it's a larger garden then you'll need a tiller because you'll hate yourself if you try to like just sit there and like till forever manually. Yeah, it's not so much expensive, but it is time consuming for sure. Like if you want to get a decent garden up and running, like you need to put the effort into it. And a lot of the times, like the way I kind of look at it is I do it in stages. Like where like 1 year I'll do like one project, and then next year I'll do another project. Like I kind of take it in increments. Like if you really want to build a garden, and kind of like build it a little bit at a time. I don't go too ham all at once because in if you have all the time in the world, then sure, why not do it? But in my case, I don't, so I just kind of tackle one project at a time because that's all I have time for. But it's super rewarding. It's super fun. Like you get all kinds of fun stuff depending on what you plant. So I would say it's recommended. It's not any cheaper than like buying it at the store. Like I'm not saying you're gonna save like all your grocery money because you're growing a garden, because you're not. But it's definitely still super rewarding to grow your own food and like just have a hobby that's really fun, and you get to be outside, so that's fun. Like I don't know about you guys, but I don't get outside too much, so it's nice to have something where I can go outside and do that stuff. But where's the turtle? Shit, I'm caught. I should actually wear my turtle shell one day. That'd be pretty funny. I actually have a turtle shell from a Halloween costume, so that's why I should just start wearing it. Be like, obviously right here, bam. That would be a good way to do my streams. I think it'd be super uncomfortable, but then I wouldn't be falsely advertising the turtle tag anymore. But it is what it is. Cats is also difficult. They try to eat the plants. Yeah, sometimes depending on where you are, you gotta watch out for the wildlife, like rabbits or dogs or cats, birds, all that stuff will try to eat it. And in my case where I'm at, I gotta watch out for raccoons, but they're not usually too bad, so I gotta just kind of cover. I do cover or wrap a couple things, but most of the stuff is fine. You don't usually have to worry about it. Hi, Bryn. Game program is your hobby, so there you go. So I mean, whatever works as a hobby for you guys. I just recommend you guys take up a hobby. Like, I know a lot of people say like, oh, gaming's my hobby, but I also recommend another hobby outside of gaming because, you know, it's good to be well-rounded. It's good to have more than one hobby and more than one interest. Because A, it makes you more interesting, and B, it kind of fulfills you a little bit more because you're not just constantly doing the same thing over and over again. Like in my case, like my video gaming is mostly streaming, and then I do other stuff on the side as well. Raccoon's not as cool as Suicoons. No, definitely not. Suicoons are probably a lot cooler than raccoons, but I don't have those in my backyard, sadly. I wish I had Suicoons, but no, I just have to settle for the dumpster pandas or whatever they're called. Trash pandas, is that what people call raccoons? I think so. But they're a pain in the ass. Just fuck them. They get in your garbage. But yeah, so anyway, that's my spiel on hobbies. Here I am, like, lecturing people about doing stuff when I barely do anything. Just listen to me, because I'm a streamer. Like, kind of bullshit, but, you know, it's okay. So now I'm gonna just take a look, take a little peek. Ooh, they're looking kind of good. I know, you can't really see very much, but they're cooking. The dough's still kind of a little doughy, it looks like, so it's gonna take a while. A few more minutes. So, I wonder if it's warm outside. I wonder if we could take it outside. Bryn! She's eating her bed. She still doesn't figure out what her bed is for. And not for breaking, it's for, like... Oh, she's trying to bury her bone in it. That's what she's trying to do. It's like, seriously, she's breaking another bed? I wonder how warm it is outside. Oh, it's actually fairly not bad. Let's go outside. Sure, why not? Got another minute or two. We can wait. I'm gonna go sit on my brand new swing. I made this yesterday, so pretty OP. Super craftsman over here. But, yeah, we still got 2 more minutes before the end of the pizzas, so I figured I'd come hang out outside. Why not? Right, Bryn? Yeah. But, yeah, as for, like, gaming and stuff, I still plan on always, like, continuing the Gwent stuff. We still got the Pokemon stuff coming on along. We do Pokemon once a week, and then we'll do Gwent the rest of the week. That's still a thing. I still plan to continue that. After that, after Pokemon's done or whatever, then we might switch on to something else, but I think I'm gonna keep up with that for a little while. I'm gonna try to still stream on the same days as normal. Little channel update, I guess. With summer coming, I don't know exactly how my schedule is gonna work. I don't know if I'm gonna have to change it. I don't know if it's gonna stay. It's hard to say because I wanna, like, try to get outside this summer. Like, I didn't really do much last summer. Like, I didn't even stream last summer, but I didn't really get out much last summer because all I did was work. I literally worked. I didn't take any vacation. I just worked all summer. It was pretty shitty because I didn't really get to go as much. Yeah? Okay. Bryn's agreeing. She's like, you didn't do anything. But yeah, so I didn't do anything last summer, so it's kind of shitty. But I'm hoping that this summer I get to actually do stuff. Like, I get to go outside. Like I said, my grandparents have a cottage. Hopefully I'll go visit that at some point. So I'm gonna try to get out a little bit more. So in response to that, I might have to, like, take a couple streaming days off here and there. But I'll try to still keep it as consistent as I can. Besides, you know, doing a couple things, but we'll see. I'm not promising anything because I really don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna try. Are you done? Are you done? She's just like, pay attention to me, please. But yeah, so that's kind of like a little update on, I guess, the channel and stuff like that. Try to stay consistent, but with summer coming, I do want to take a little bit of time to enjoy the summer while I can, because summer does not last long here in Canada. It's like 3 4 months maybe, if you're lucky, like, of like decent weather, and then it gets cold again. So I want to kind of go outside a couple times, you know. Have you seen how pasty I am? Shit's gotta go outside, you know. You gotta deal with that. But yeah. So we'll deal with that. All right, we're gonna go check on our pizzas. Knock knock. Who's there? Are you telling me a joke? Interrupting dog. Yeah, Bryn does not like not being the center of attention. You coming? There she goes. Yeah, sorry. Brayden likes to interrupt everything. Can you come to Canada? Sure, hop on right over. I mean, if you don't mind the cold and you don't mind trees, then that's Canada for you. All right, we're gonna try to take this out. I don't know if it's cooked quite through yet, but we'll find out in a second. We're gonna move this over a little bit. Check on these. Bryn, sit. Stay. It's hot. The cheese is melted. I don't know if the dough is like completely. I still think it needs another minute or two. I'm gonna go with a minute or two, okay? Stay there. Try that for another minute or two. Sorry, this one's actually taking a little bit longer than I thought. But, because usually actually when I make pizzas, a lot of the time, you got cheese there too, I know, right? A lot of the time when I make pizzas, and another like kind of like hack, I guess, if you don't want to make your own dough, which I can totally understand, it takes time, and not everybody has time that or means to do it. I usually, I'll take like pitas, like usually you make like pitas or like gyros or stuff with it, like Greek pitas. I'll usually take pitas and use that as like a crust. So you basically, whenever you're making mini pizzas, that is, you can actually just put like the crust, the pita down, put your stuff on it, cook it, and it actually cooks really well. Like, it's not a legit pizza crust, like it doesn't taste like a pizza crust, but it's a really good alternative to just not having pizza crust or time to make pizza crust, and it actually cooks pretty quickly, and it actually tastes all right. So that's a really kind of good hack I use. I use that a lot because, again, I don't have time to make dough every time, so I use that little hack quite a bit, especially when it comes to mini pizzas. A full pizza, maybe not so much, but like for mini pizzas, it definitely kind of works in a pinch. And they're like affordable and whatever, so it's easy, right? Right, Bryn? Right? She was like debating on barking. But yeah, so that's another neat trick. Like I said, on the pizzas, you guys can put anything on them. Obviously, it's up to your choice. For the barbecue chicken pizza that I was going to make but didn't make because I didn't have any barbecue chicken. But basically, you just take roast chicken or chicken that it's already cooked. Basically, you put a layer of, I usually put honey barbecue sauce. So I take regular barbecue sauce, any kind of barbecue sauce that you really like. I put a little bit of honey in it, stir it up, and then I use that as kind of like, I put a little bit on the bottom of the pizza, kind of like almost as like your tomato base. You put that a little bit on, you put your chicken on, you put onions, you put, onions, you can put peppers. I usually put peppers, onions, peppers. You put the chicken, you put the cheese on top, and you let it melt, and it tastes. And you can put a little bit more barbecue sauce on the chicken as well, and you cook it, and it tastes delicious. That's a really good pizza to do. Barbecue chicken, if you like that kind of pizza. There's always like the meat ones. Again, you can just load it on with hamburg and pepperoni, bacon. Oh, bacon would be good. That's a good idea. Yeah. I'm a huge fan of bacon. I like bacon. I just didn't have any bacon today. But bacon on pizza definitely is good. But yeah, like I said, you can always experiment with different kinds of pizzas. That's usually what I do. I just throw whatever I got on, like in the either the pantry or in the fridge onto the pizza. I don't really be like, no, I can't put that on my pizza. It wasn't in the recipe. It's like, nah, just put whatever shit you want on it, right? Like, that's how it works. You have shawarma pizza now? Oh man, you don't understand how many types of pizza there are. Like, if you can think it, it's probably already been made. You know what I mean? Like, there's all kinds of weird types of pizza that just don't make sense, but exist. But, yeah. So don't be afraid to experiment. Put whatever you want on it. Because that's how you end up with the best pizza. But, I mean, again, it's up to preference. I'm also debating on making like sandwiches and stuff too. Hi, Bryn. Hi, Bryn. Did you miss me? Here you have square pizzas. We have square pitas too for pizzas too. Like that's not uncommon. But that's a thing. But add M&Ms on my pizza. You can actually make what's called a dessert pizza. Those are actually things that pizzas like that exist. Basically, it's like I think you either put like you have like dough and then you put a little bit more sugar in the dough so it's a little sweeter, and then you put like you need to put like chocolate sauce or like strawberry sauce or whatever kind of sauce you want. You can put like all kinds of like sweets on it. Like it exists. It's a thing. It's almost like a beaver tail, but not quite. But not that you guys know what beaver tails are, but it's a little bit like that. It's basically like a pastry with like crap on it, all kinds of dessert related crap. Come here, puppy. Come here. Come. Hey, Bryn. Hey, Bryn. What are you doing? She's like, can you pay attention to me now? Nutella pizza? Yeah, no, it's a thing. Like, it's legit. Actually, what's more common than pizzas are crepes, which is like they take like kind of like a pizza, but instead they like make a really thin like crepe like base, and then you have like all kinds of like fruit and not vegetables, like fruit, and like you can put Nutella, you can put, you know, like chocolate or caramel sauce or strawberry sauce, whatever you want to put, and like whipped cream and like nuts and whatever on it, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. They have a lot of those too. That's pretty popular. That's another alternative to like a dessert, I guess, pizza. It's like a dessert crepe. That's pretty popular here too. But make cheesecake next? I could try. I mean, cheesecake I've only made I think once before. Like, so I'm not really super familiar with making cheesecake, but like, because I don't know what kind of cheesecake I would make. I think the last cheesecake I made was like, it wasn't a full cheesecake, it was like cheesecake tarts. And it was like, what were they? They were like raspberry something. Maybe lime or lemon, like a little bit of lime or lemon. They were like basically like little cheesecake tarts. They were pretty good, but that's the last thing I think and the only thing I ever made a cheesecake, so I'll have to, Brandon, I'll have to investigate into that. But, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? But I definitely could try it. Like I said, I don't know how it would turn out, but I could certainly give it a go for you guys. That would be one of those, like, hopefully it doesn't fail on stream kind of things, but it could definitely be it. What do you want? Look at this big friggin' lug. Look at this lug. She's getting big, guys. She's getting big. Also, too, fun fact, I might as well, like, I guess, not announce this, but I might as well say it now. I'm possibly going to be getting Bryn a sibling? Maybe? In the near future. So, I'm a sucker for punishment, I guess, and instead of having one little doglet, we're gonna have two little doglets. But it's not confirmed yet, so we'll see how it goes. But thank you for the cheers, Silver Fox. I appreciate it. But that might be happening in the near future as well. So not 100% confirmed yet, because basically we would be, if I do get it, I would be getting it from the same like people that I got Bryn from, because the mom, like Bryn's mom, is pregnant again with the same dad, so it'd literally be one of her like brothers or sisters. So it would be kind of cool, but so if everything goes well and there's enough puppies, then we might get one of them again. So another puplet to play with, so that might be happening. So fun fact, yeah, 2 times the chaos, yeah, exactly, 2 stream saboteurs. So like I said, I'm a glutton for punishment, but I really just wanted to get Bryn like a friend and stuff, because especially when I'm gone to work and stuff like that, I'd like her to stay company. So we'll have another little puplet. But so yeah, that's also another thing that's happening in the background too, that I've been kind of keeping, because I wasn't really 100% sure whether or not it was happening, but as it's going along, it seems like it's going to be happening. So I'll keep you guys updated on that, but it's looking like it might happen. So, another little puplet. Yay, Bryn. Bryn, how do you feel about a sibling? She's like, you for real right now? But, yeah, so that's another little exciting piece of information / news that I have for you. I'll also be working a little bit more on D&D stuff in the future, too. I suppose I might as well just friggin' be like super whatever because we're all here. I'm also going to be working a lot of D&D stuff soon. As you guys may already know, I guest occasionally on Merchant's D&D channel of Bonus Action RP. You see me there a couple of times already there, but I'm going to be working a little bit more closely with that channel in the future. We'll be doing some videos and stuff for the YouTube channel and whatnot, so stay tuned for that. That'll be fun. So I've been working closely a lot with that team, and we're going to be doing a little bit more D&D related things as well. Like, I'm still going to be doing my own content, don't worry. It's just that I'm also going to be working cooperatively on that too in the background. So that's also super fun. Turtle's getting her hands and everything. But, so. What about Pathfinder second? Right now they run with the 5e, so that's kind of what they're running with. I've had experience with Pathfinder because I'm currently using Pathfinder for my own campaigns. I could make, like, I'll probably make videos on Pathfinder or like the difference between the 5e and Pathfinder or stuff like that. But as of right now, I think we're gonna stick with 5e just because it's a little bit simpler. It's a little bit more I want to say, like, user-friendly or, like, beginner-friendly. But, I mean, who knows? We might do a Pathfinder one in the future. I can't say. I don't know. It depends on how things go. Right, Bryn? But, yeah. So I'm pretty excited about that. I love playing D&D, as you guys know. So it'll be exciting to get into more D&D-related things on that. On top of, like, obviously everything else. Like I said, I still plan on doing Gwen. I still plan on doing other stuff, but it's going to be a little side project. If you have half decent DM, yeah, no, it's I'm losing my voice, guys, sorry. But, yeah, man, like, D&D is really, really fun. If you get a good group together, it's a really good experience, so. And, I'm working also on my own campaign in the background. Like, I'm trying to get my newest session out of there. But, eventually I will come out with my next session. I'm just working on the campaign. This last chapter I'm working on is like the hugest chapter I've ever done so far, so like it's taking time for me to like actually complete it, but I'm really excited to try to get into it. But yeah, so that'll be me DMing once again. Is that a Doom shirt I'm wearing? Oh yes, it is. It was actually a Doom t-shirt up until today, but I made it a Doom tank top so I can wear it all summer, because I prefer tank tops over t-shirts. They're just a little bit more versatile. They're a little bit easier, and they fit better underneath like sweaters and stuff. So, yeah, we got a Doom shirt. How many followers? Guy from Colorado. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. I'm glad everybody's enjoying the cooking stream. I know I'm not actually cooking right now. We're waiting for the shit to stop cooking, but I'm glad you guys enjoy it as much as I do, because I enjoy it. Oh yeah, that's true. We're gonna do the Siri cosplay too, at some point, whenever we get 1,500 followers. We're getting there. We're almost there. Once that happens, we'll have our Siri cosplay stream as well. So I have that costume ready. It's just waiting to be pulled out. So we'll see how that goes as well. We got a lot of fun stuff coming along. But yeah. So right, Bryn? Yeah. But well, lots of fun stuff coming up. I'm really excited. And I like hanging out with you guys, so bonus. More time I can hang out with you guys, better, right? So it's awesome. So now we're gonna check on the pizzas again, because I certainly hope they're ready now, because I've been derping around long enough. So we'll get started on that, right, Brittany? We'll go check on the pizzas. See, yeah, she's just like hanging out here, like being like, yeah, I finally get the attention I want and deserve. Right, Bryn? Yeah. She's like, look at your pizzas, damn it. Like, okay. Sub hype. Is there a sub hype? I don't see the notification, but if there's a sub hype, that's awesome. I'm excited. Whoever subbed, thank you. But, yeah. But I don't. The notification doesn't pop up on my thing. It's only the chat, so I don't see it. But thank you to whoever did the sub. I appreciate it. Greymass sub. Thank you very much, Greymass. Okay, Brittany, stay there for a second. Wow, it's hot. Watch your face when you're opening the oven. This whole. All right, I'm gonna say it's done. Oh yeah, they're done. So now we are done our lovely pizzas. It's kind of hard to see because the lighting's not very good, but they look pretty darn good, guys, I would say. Like, these are some pretty sexy looking pizzas. We got the margarita pizza, we have the veggie over there, and then we have the meat over there. Looks pretty good. So I'm excited. I'm excited to have some. What do you think, Bryn? Are you excited too? You're just hungry, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Bryn, are you hungry? She's like, yeah, I am. Here, we'll feed Bryn first so that I can have my pizza in peace. But yeah. Hang on 1 second. This is how she waits for her food. She's just like, yeah, I'm hungry, please. There we go. Is Bryn a T-Rex? Well, she certainly bites things like she is one. So maybe she's a descendant of a T-Rex. Who knows? All right, we'll move this out of the way here. I gotta do some cleaning. Yay! All right. Alright, so now we're gonna grab a plate and we're gonna grab one of the pizzas. What should we start with, guys? What do you think? I think I want to start with the meat pizza. I think so. Alright. Where's my spatula? In here somewhere, I think. Maybe not. Where's my spatula? No, it's in there. In the thing. Okay, it's dirty. Never mind. It's dirty. So we'll just have to use a fork. Alright, we're going to grab it without hopefully burning ourselves. Oh, that was, like, simple. Oiling the bottom of the pan certainly helps in not having a mess. Alright, so we got our pizza. We're gonna get our lemonade out. Just give me 1 second. I made some homemade lemonade a couple days ago. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, I put it on there. I'm trying to trick myself into thinking it's summertime, so it's kind of working. So we'll grab this. And then we'll grab that. So let's try it. Let's see if it's any good, guys. Don't try old lemonade. Lemonade. Lemonade's fine. But let's try it. Let's see if it's any good. Let's see if the dough's any good. That's what I'm curious about. That's some good pizza. That's good. We did good, guys. The dough's alright. It's not like the best tasting dough I've ever had, but it's pretty darn good. But it's nice and crunchy, but it's still like soft on the inside. So it's like a good dough. Like, you want your dough to be like crunchy on the outside but soft on the inside, and that's what that is. So we did it. We did it good. So with that, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's stream. Bryn, you little freaking thief, get down. Look at her. This is my life. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed making pizzas with you guys. I had a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll be able to do another one of these since, you know, it was such a rousing success. Thank you guys for all the support today, all the subs, the cheers, and all that stuff. I always appreciate it. You guys are the best, as always. You guys already know that, but I will remind you. But thank you for hanging out. Hopefully I'll see you guys on the next stream. Like I said, I'll be streaming tomorrow as well. I'll be streaming, we're going to be going back to the Gwent. We're going to do our Fun Friday normal stuff. So we'll be streaming Gwent with the music requests and stuff on. So that'll be a lot of fun. But we'll see you guys then. Hopefully you guys will come back and hang out with me for another cooking stream. I'll be putting it up on YouTube as I usually do for those who weren't able to watch it or wouldn't watch it all. But yeah, so have a good day, guys. We'll see you on the next one. And bye. Say bye, Bryn.